The Patriot Press is Wayne Hill's online newspaper. It is run by a student club informally known as Newspaper Club and is advised by teacher Miss Scalacci, who also teaches journalism and English classes. The students in this club work with the journalism classes to write, edit, and publish stories. Stay tuned for more information about what goes on behind the scenes of the Wayne Hills Patriot Press.
So the Patriot Press has been around for a number of years. Prior to my taking it on just this year, the advisor for many years was Mrs. Del Moro, who retired in the summer of 2021. Not sure who did it beforehand, but Mrs. Del Moro was a former newspaper reporter herself, so she brought a lot of expertise to it.
So we have meetings every single Monday after school in room 225, which is where Ms. Scalacci teaches. And we try to meet every single week on the Mondays, but if we can't, then we usually reschedule.
So we've had about, I say, between 10 and 15 solid people coming to the club this year, which I think is pretty good. We've got everyone from freshmen to seniors, and it's really nice having that range of perspectives and experiences.
So every time we meet, we usually try to get a couple of new articles up, but we try to have at least like 5 articles up every week.
Now that you are familiar with the Patriot Press, we'll be turning it over to the staff roles and responsibilities of the press.
So the main role of the Patriot Press is to stay on top of school news and bring light to accomplishments and interesting things going on with students at Wayne Hills, as well as news that might affect the students themselves. In addition, we work to bring entertaining stories that might make people smile during the workday and try to get kids to be more aware about things going on in the state, in the country, and around the world.
So as a senior editor, I make sure that we have fresh ideas coming in every week at the meetings. I also make sure that we always have the articles edited on time and up on the website on time, because it doesn't make sense to have an article on something that happened like 4 weeks ago up like a month later. So I just make sure that everything's uploaded on a timely manner, and I manage all the other editors as well.
Now we'll be taking a look at the content produced by the Patriot Press staff, including their favorite topics to write about. In addition, the community's most loved sections of the Patriot Press website and the most popular articles among the people.
So we do like a variety of topics, from like international news, politics, national news, even like TikTok drama, but I think entertainment is everyone's favorite to write about because there's like so much happening, so I think that's everyone's favorite.
So a lot of the students really like to write TV and movie reviews because you get to sit and watch a movie and then write about it. We've had a lot of Star Wars and Marvel coverage this year. Students also really enjoy writing about sports, whether it's their friends doing the sports or professional sports. And I think there's a number of students who enjoy covering politics and things going on in the government because they're interested in it, and it'll also begin affecting them really soon. I just published a Twilight Marathon watching video, article rather, in which students watched, I guess, all 3 Twilight movies and wrote about it, whether they were enjoying it or it pained them. I think we've had some really good articles about the election back in November 2021. And someone wrote a great article about Noodle the Pug back when he was a thing. And I like how we're able to jump right on that article and get it out before people forgot about Noodle the Pug.
So based on the feedback on our website, it's apparent that that people like to read about school news a lot more than like national news. So if it's about school and like school events, then it's more likely to be more popular.
Lastly, members of the press will answer one of the most asked questions about the paper itself, share the direction they see the club and press going in, and their anticipations about the foreseeable future.
So we just recently released a mental health physical newsletter, and we're really proud of it. We worked very hard to accomplish it, and this was the first newsletter, like the physical copy, that we ever did. So I hope in the future we can do like monthly newsletters that we can pass out during lunch periods. So I think that's a big change that I really wish to see happen.
I think we can always do a better job covering school news. I think students sometimes don't realize that the things that their classmates are doing are noteworthy and important and interesting. I think you just think of them as like whatever, like Matt from math. So I'm hoping that we can dig a little deeper into the really fascinating lives of the students. And yeah, at the same time, I think we do need to stay on top of national news because I think for a lot of kids, this is the only way they're going to learn about it. I want people to know that journalism is a vital aspect of our democracy and that we need to be covering the news and paying attention to it and holding ourselves to high standards so that we can understand what's going on in the world and be able to change it if things go in a direction that we don't like.